Yeah, but my URL wasn't like same. How we
Graduates and guests, may we have your attention, please? Convocation is about to begin. If you have a mobile device or pager with you, please turn it off or silence it during the ceremony. Thank you for your attention and congratulations. If able, please rise.
We wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island. We are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. We're also grateful to have the opportunity to celebrate the achievements of our scholars who graduate today. On their behalf, let us express gratitude for the support of their families and friends, and for the faculty and staff who have guided them in their pursuit of knowledge. Whatever our own traditions, let us reflect as we proceed through the convocation ceremony on the many years of effort, sacrifice, and success that have brought us to this time of celebration. In concilium Universitatis Torontonensis vocati sumus. Please be seated.
Good morning, Madam Chair, Mr. President. It is my duty and privilege to report that the College of Electors of the Governing Council acting on behalf of the university's alumni, has elected Dr. Wesley J. Hall as the 35th Chancellor of the University of Toronto, effective July 1st, 2024. The ceremony will begin with the Pledge of Office and formal investiture.
Good morning. My name is Anna Kennedy, and I am the Chair of the Governing Council. It is my pleasure to begin the ceremony. Mr. President, would you and the Beadle please escort Dr. Wesley Hall into this hall?
If able, please rise.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Please be seated. I think I speak for everyone in the hall today when this is a fantastic way to start our week. So congratulations, there's great energy. My name is Corwin Cambray, and I'm the president of the University of Toronto Alumni Association. Dr. Hall, you now succeed to the function and office of the Chancellor of this university to which you have been elected. Do you pledge to preserve and keep well and faithfully during your period of office the statutes, liberties, customs, rights and privileges of the university, and to promote its well-being and that of its members so far as in you lies?
I do so pledge.
In the name of the University of Toronto and of the members of Convocation, I now install you in the office of Chancellor of the University, and I invest you with the authority and charge you with the responsibilities which pertain to this high office. I now call on the robers to perform the official robing. Comes the hat. Chancellor, we are grateful and honored by your acceptance of this great office. Allow me to welcome all of you to Convocation Hall. My name is Merrick Gertler, and it is my privilege to serve the University of Toronto as its 16th president. Today, I have the additional honor of assisting our new chancellor in conducting this convocation. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge as well the presence of a number of very distinguished members of the Platform Party and the audience, including past chancellors Dr. Rose Patton and the Honorable Dr. Vivian Poy, past chairs of the Governing Council, Dr. Wendy Cecil, Dr. Richard Nunn, Dr. Shirley Hoy. I also wish to acknowledge the representatives of the various estates of the University of Toronto, including members of the Governing Council, vice presidents, heads of the federated universities that are part of the University of Toronto family, principals, deans, student leaders, faculty, staff, and alumni. We are also greatly honored to be joined by representatives from our sister institutions in Canada. A special welcome to members of Chancellor Hall's family, including his spouse Christine, sons Darian, Brenton, and Brogan, daughter Skyla, and father and stepmother Leonard and Bernice Hall. This is a very special morning for the University of Toronto, one that occurs only rarely in our academic cycle. We simultaneously welcome our 35th Chancellor and award degrees to graduates. It is one of the principal obligations of the Chancellor of the University of Toronto to officiate at convocation and award degrees. Members of this morning's graduating class will therefore especially appreciate the importance of today's installation for each of them, and of course for all of us at the University of Toronto. Amidst the speeches and ceremony attending today's installation, however, I want to remind everyone that our prime focus is on the students who graduate today. You are the reason and the purpose for this university, and this is, above all, your very special day. The University of Toronto has invited 5 individuals to speak briefly and bring greetings from various institutions. I will introduce each of them in advance so that they may approach the microphone without interruption, and they'll be speaking from the podium. Ms. Donette Chin-Loy Chang, Chancellor of Toronto Metropolitan University, on behalf of Canadian Chancellors. Mr. Corwin Cambray, President, University of Toronto Alumni Association, on behalf of the alumni. Professor Trevor Young, Vice President and Provost, on behalf of the faculty. Ms. Seidel Mago, undergraduate student in Cell and Systems Biology, on behalf of the students. Ms. Jody Glean Mitchell, Executive Director, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion, on behalf of the staff. So let me now invite our first speaker, Ms. Donette Chin-Loy Chang, to the podium.
Chancellor Hall, President Gertler, members of the Platform Party, guests, and graduates. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to bring greetings on behalf of Canada's universities and chancellors. The community of Canada's chancellors welcomes Wesley J. Hall with great enthusiasm and deep respect. Dr. Hall's exemplary leadership in business, philanthropy, and justice, nationally and globally, is renowned and has not diminished his appreciation for the challenges faced by others who seek to follow a similar path. He has broken barriers and subsequently worked to remove barriers for others who follow in his footsteps. Dr. Hall's advocacy and actions in support of equity and diversity, and his personal example of community spirit are an example and an inspiration. He has demonstrated that goodwill combined with real action can create positive change. With his Black North Initiative, Dr. Hall has created a mechanism for bridging corporate boardrooms to the aspirations and dreams of Black Canadians. Black North was founded in the wake of George Floyd's killing at the hands of Minneapolis police in 2020. That tragedy was one of Wes's lowest moments personally. As he stated so many times, and I quote, "That day I became George Floyd," end quote. But it was not enough to talk about it and feel outraged. Wes called his good friends and then his colleagues to do something about it. Black North Initiative was born. As a board member of BNI, I can tell you the work carried out has been tremendous, paving a path for the next generation, hand in hand with allies from other communities. Together with their leadership, Wes will no doubt join his fellow chancellors in dialogue regarding the challenges of our universities, which we are now facing, and there are many, I can assure you. I would also like to point out that Wes and I, and your own alumna, Marianne Chambers, Chancellor of the University of Guelph, are Jamaican-born. How cool is that? Wes has never forgotten his deep roots in Jamaica and joined me some years ago as co-chair in raising funds for scholarships for students in great need in the Caribbean at the University of the West Indies. Thank you, Wes. Chancellor Hall, we welcome you and join with you and your family in celebrating the role you officially assume today. University of Toronto, you did well in this choice. Please know, Chancellor, that you will always have a friend, a colleague, and a supporter down the road at Toronto Metropolitan University. On behalf of all universities and university chancellors of Canada, congratulations and best wishes in your new role.
Thank you, President Gertler, and greetings to faculty, staff, and alumni of the University of Toronto, and a special welcome to our graduating students and their families on this momentous day. Chancellor Hall, on behalf of the worldwide community of U of T alumni, congratulations. You are becoming a chancellor at a particularly significant moment as our U of T family reaches the remarkable milestone of 700,000 graduates. 700,000 graduates making contributions in their communities across the province, around the nation, and in every corner of the globe, and in all sectors of society. Alumni are the permanent stakeholders of the university, with a lifelong vested interest in making sure the university continues to thrive. We are delighted to welcome you to our community as you step into this role as the university's most senior volunteer. In this capacity, you are an exemplar and an inspiration for all of our alumni. Your impressive career and personal life have been defined by perseverance, visionary leadership, and a profound commitment to lifting others up. In all these things, you embody the highest inspirations of the entire U of T family. The University of Toronto Alumni Association recognizes your deep engagement with the university and its commitment to inclusive excellence. We share your conviction that the U of T is an indispensable force for positive change, from enabling individual achievement to generating ideas and innovation that resonate across the globe. We look forward to working with you throughout your term and continuing to extend the reputation and impact of this vulnerable institution. As the 35th Chancellor, you join a proud tradition of accomplished leaders stepping into the spotlight as a volunteer head of one of the world's leading universities. We eagerly anticipate the unique contributions, ideas, and influence that you'll bring to this pivotal role. Again, on behalf of U of T alumni everywhere, our heartiest congratulations and our warmest of welcomes. Thank you.
As Vice President and Provost of the University of Toronto, it is my honor to bring greetings on behalf of the faculty on this important day. As I welcome Dr. Wes Hall as the 35th Chancellor of our distinguished institution, I would also like to offer my warmest congratulations to our graduating students. Graduates, as you embark on the next part of your journey, I want to recognize all the hard work you have put into earning your degrees. Many of you convocating today began your time at U of T in the midst of a global pandemic. You have risen above that adversity to take your place among some of the world's brightest and best as a graduate of the University of Toronto. I hope you'll find great deal of pride in your accomplishments and know that all of us at U of T are very proud of you. I wish you every success in the next chapter of your lives. Chancellor Hall, you are yourself no stranger to success in the face of obstacles. As an entrepreneur, a business leader, a philanthropist, and a dedicated anti-racist advocate, you have inspired countless Canadians. In establishing the Black North Initiative and in bringing your expertise and knowledge to the Rotman School, you have created invaluable space for Black success and advancement in corporate Canada. As a philanthropist, you have worked to uplift your communities, never forgetting how access to opportunity can change lives and society for the better. As Chancellor, you will now bring your many talents to champion higher education, perhaps one of the greatest keys to opportunity that exists. On behalf of the faculty of the University of Toronto, I extend to you our warmest welcome and our delight at partnering with you to deliver on our vision of excellence, equity, and innovation for our University of Toronto and for society at large. Welcome.
Good morning, President Merrick Gertler, Chancellor Wesley J. Hall, distinguished guests, and fellow students. It is my honor to speak today at the installation of our new Chancellor, Wesley Hall. Thank you. Chancellor Wesley Hall has made a significant contribution to student life at the University of Toronto for many years. He has inspired many students as a prominent businessman and with his passion for empowering marginalized communities. In 2021, he made history by instructing a Black entrepreneurship and leadership course at the Rotman School of Management. This course was first of its kind in North America, and it educated students on the systemic barriers faced by Black entrepreneurs and prompted new conversations about diversity in business. On Dragon's Den, Wesley Hall has consistently supported underrepresented voices, including the BIPOC Executive Search Initiative. Sadly, the lack of BIPOC representation remains a significant challenge today, but we continue to push for progress, and leaders like Chancellor Hall are essential in this ongoing fight. Like Chancellor Hall, I also moved to Canada as a teenager. I came here carrying hopes, dreams, and overweight baggage. I came here to study at a top university in Canada and to hopefully bring representation to my fellow Filipinos back home. Many students here today can relate to this journey. Chancellor Hall came to Canada from Jamaica and is a living testament to what hard work and perseverance can achieve. His story motivates students like me to pursue our ambitions. On behalf of the student body, congratulations, Wesley Hall, on becoming the 35th Chancellor of the University of Toronto. We look forward to seeing your vision for this great institution come to life. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and warm congratulations to all of you graduating today. It is my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the staff of the University of Toronto. Today, we welcome a vocal champion of equity, diversity, and inclusion in the role of Chancellor. In doing so, we send a message that this work matters, it is valued, and it is integral to creating learning, working, and research environments where all people can flourish. Through his efforts to combat anti-Black racism, Dr. Hall has demonstrated the impact EDI can have both within post-secondary institutions and across our local and global communities. We saw this firsthand as he founded the Black North Initiative and partnered with the Rotman School of Management to introduce one of North America's first courses on Black entrepreneurship and leadership. These initiatives have made a tangible impact on the lives of Black students and professionals, empowering them the tools to lead, to innovate, and to not only survive, but to thrive. Dr. Hall understands that EDI, equity, diversity, and inclusion, is the practice of planting seeds of change and then watering those seeds every day. This work requires us to be intentional about engaging inclusive practices and have the will to maintain them, even through difficult times. It demands patience, persistence, and the understanding that sustainable transformation does not happen overnight. Ultimately, EDI is service to our students, to our communities, to our local and global neighbors. It calls on us to think beyond the boundaries of the Tri-Campus to ensure that our efforts are community-informed and collaborative. As we continue on this shared journey, I can think of no better ambassador. Dr. Hall, it is my honor to welcome you as Chancellor. I know you will inspire our community to keep working together to dismantle barriers and to build a more equitable and inclusive future for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jody, and thank you to all of our speakers this morning. It's now my great privilege to introduce the 35th Chancellor of the University of Toronto, Dr. Wesley Hall. Wes Hall is a prominent Canadian business leader, entrepreneur, philanthropist, author, and media personality. A legendary figure on Bay Street, he is the chairman and founder of We Shall Investments, a private equity firm with a diverse portfolio that supports racialized and other entrepreneurs, and Kingsdale Advisors, which is one of Canada's top corporate governance and shareholder advisory firms. Wes is also a dedicated philanthropist and community leader. As you've heard, he established the Black North Initiative to help end systemic anti-Black racism in corporate Canada. He partnered with the Rotman School of Management here at U of T to introduce a course in Black entrepreneurship and leadership, the first of its kind in North America. He's a member of the board of Sick Kids Foundation and chairs its governance and nominating committee. He's also a member of the Ontario government's Capital Markets Modernization Task Force. Among his many awards and accolades, Wes has received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Ontario Chamber of Commerce in 2021. He was named Canadian Business Leader of the Year by the Canadian Chamber of Commerce in 2022. And he received the Nation Builders Award from the Empire Club of Canada in 2023. Earlier this year, he was recognized as one of the 40 most influential figures on Bay Street by the Globe and Mail's Report on Business. The University of Toronto conferred the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa on him in 2023 in recognition of his accomplishments as an entrepreneur, his leadership as a prominent anti-racism advocate, and his contributions to philanthropy. Wes has also received 5 other honorary degrees from universities in Canada and beyond. In addition, Wes is the author of the memoir, No Bootstraps When You're Barefoot, which was a finalist for the National Business Book Award in 2023. You might also know him as one of the dragons on the hit CBC series Dragon's Den. So, esteemed guests, please join me in welcoming to the podium Dr. Wesley Hall.
Good morning, everyone. Merrick, first of all, thank you very much. And I know as I was walking up here, a lot of people are looking at my shoes. That's what change looks like. First of all, thank you, President Gertler. President Gertler and distinguished members of the Platform Party, Ms. Kennedy and members of Governing Council, faculty, librarians, staff, and alumni, graduates, family, and friends. This speech is my first official act as your newly installed Chancellor. So let me put first things first. To the class of 2024, congratulations on your graduation from the University of Toronto. In a few moments, you'll be joining the global community of U of T alumni. They're leaders in every walk of life, and they're found in virtually every country on the planet. And they're driving change for the better in their communities and in society as a whole. Looking around this historic hall right now, I know that the class of 2024 is going to add to that legacy, each of you in your very own way. I want to express my gratitude to the College of Electors for electing me to serve as the 35th Chancellor of the University of Toronto. To my predecessors in the position, Honorable Dr. Vivian Poy, and the Honorable David Peterson, and to those who have just offered official words of thanks, I thank you for the opportunity. Before going further, I would also like to offer a special thanks to my amazing wife, Christine, sitting in the front row. And our 5 wonderful children. There's a 5th that's not here today. She's out of the will. No, she couldn't be here for different reasons. They've been on with me on this amazing journey. And when you take a journey like this, you can't do it alone. Without the support of my family, I wouldn't be here today. You're my rock, and you're my North Star. Your love and unwavering support have led me this far. It carried me along as if on pillows. You're the source of my strength, and I thank you for being with me every step of the way. It is with a profound sense of responsibility that I stand before you today, accepting the role of Chancellor of the University of Toronto. As the 35th and first Black Chancellor in the U of T's almost 200-year history, I feel both pride and humility in donning these robes. My presence here is a testament to the progress we've made at U of T and in society as a whole. But it's also a reminder of the work yet ahead of us. Change like this is gradual. It's not overnight. And sometimes it even takes 200 years. We have a very strong foundation to build on, but we need to keep working together to expand the premise of inclusive excellence for generations to come. The University of Toronto, Canada's leading university and one of the world's top institutions of higher education and advanced research, through our amazing diversity and the breadth and depth of our academic achievements and strength, we are a global beacon of hope. Our responsibility is not only to create new knowledge and drive innovation in every field. Our calling is to inspire and to lead, to build a sustainable, prosperous future and a just and peaceful world for our neighbors, our fellow Canadians, and for people everywhere. As Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. That's my commitment to you today. As Chancellor, to create and to encourage your leadership in realizing this hopeful vision. I reflect often on my own journey. I was born in rural Jamaica. I spent my early childhood in a zinc roof shack, raised by my grandmother, Julia Vassal, with 10 grandkids and a special needs adult daughter. My grandmother's strength and wisdom became my lifelong mission to emulate. When I came to Canada, I faced many challenges, including racism. But here in this country, I was able to create opportunities for myself and for countless others. I refused to take no for an answer, and I refused to accept defeat. And I didn't do this alone. I received support from people who did not look like me, and that made it possible for me to be where I am today. It took courage for them to go against the norm, but they did it, and they proved the naysayers wrong in the process. The fact is, while many have increasingly critiqued the validity and impact of equity, diversity, and inclusion, or DEI, it is these very principles that have been removing barriers to education and employment opportunities. If you remain committed to inclusive practices in your daily path, You will be a part of a legacy of champions who will continue to open doors and help others to realize their full potential. Canada is not immune to the realities of systemic racism and the many forms of discrimination that we see in our society. And we continue to reckon with the painful history and present-day impacts of colonialism on the Indigenous peoples across Turtle Island. Systemic inequalities are embedded in our institutions, including in academia. And while we've made progress in dismantling some of these barriers, we need to move faster. With that said, I find joy and hope in the countless individuals, community groups, and organizations that continue to confront issues of inequality. And we're learning so much as a result. Here's what we know already. Diverse leadership works. The rise of women leaders and leaders from racialized and other underrepresented communities, this brings transformative advantages for all of society, not just these communities. Diversity drives creativity and innovation. Every culture, every nationality, and every individual brings a unique lens and a different way of seeing the world. When we bring all these perspectives together, that's when miracles happen. Diversity also drives productivity and performance. Data show that organizations promoting diversity have happier, more engaged, and more productive teams. They are more agile, more competitive, and more successful as a result. And I dare someone to tell me otherwise. The reality is that diversity lifts us all. We're starting to understand the power and necessity of bringing together people of all kinds, all backgrounds, and all races, all genders, as individuals, as unique communities, and as one individual and united human family. Under President Gertler's leadership, the University of Toronto has come to speak of itself in terms of the power to defy gravity. Have seen this power in all our 3 campuses this fall. The groundbreaking search for new cancer medication at U of T Mississauga, the new hub of innovation and entrepreneurship at U of T Scarborough, and the cutting-edge infrastructure to combat climate change under the landscape right here outside this building. And early this month, I got to pay tribute to a Nobel Prize winner, U of T's own Geoffrey Hinton, for his game-changing discoveries in artificial intelligence. I couldn't have asked for a better introduction to the role as Chancellor. The U of T community has the power to push the boundaries of what is possible. We don't take no for an answer, and that applies to every key challenge we face in the world today. You as alumni will remain a crucial part of this amazing anti-gravity machine. See the opportunities others don't see. Do what others dare to do. Each of you has a role in our mission to lift all people in every field. I am deeply honored for the trust that you placed in me. Together, we'll forge a future where diversity is not just something to be recognized, but cherished, where equity is not a burden, but a responsibility, and where inclusion is not a goal to be achieved, but the very core of who we are. People take this journey to university for various reasons, but I know that for the U of T graduates, beyond their individual goals, they are united in wanting to build a better world. On this happy day, I encourage you to take pride in your accomplishments, and I call on you to leave this hall determined to use what you've learned here to benefit those around you throughout your lives and throughout your careers. Thank you again for the opportunity, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2024.
Well, Mr. Chancellor, On behalf of everyone here today, I just want to thank you not only for your incredible example, your lifetime of achievements and accomplishments, but for your wonderful call to action and the inspiration that you provide. So thank you on behalf of us all. Now, the first official responsibility that we ask of our new Chancellor is, of course, to assist us in conducting this convocation. So with that in mind, would the members of the graduating class please rise?
Stand up now, right?
Insignissime cancelaria, praesento tibi hosce scholaras, ut admittantur ad gradus varios, testorque eos quoad omnia quae, statuta requirunt aptos et idoneos esse.
Ad perfectum hues provinciae, huesque magnae patriae, et ad perfectum omnium notionem omnibus in terris conentarum ego, ex autoritate mihi et tote universitatis commissa, admitto vos ad gradus varios, quorum ora vobis do, et pote quoque, et omnia conficiatis munera quae ad illos grados pertinent.
Please be seated. So the university is an institution with deep historical roots and many enduring traditions. Among those is our use of the language of the medieval university in today's wonderful celebration. For those in attendance who, like me, are less than fluent in Latin, a translation may be helpful. For my part, I said, most distinguished Chancellor, I present to you these scholars that they may be admitted to the various degrees. And I bear witness that as far as all things which the statutes require, they are fit and suitable. Now, much more significantly, from the standpoint of the graduating class, the Chancellor then replied flawlessly, to the benefit of this province, this great country, and to the worldwide community of nations, I, by the authority vested in me and in the whole university, admit you to your various degrees, grant to you the rights, and ask of you the responsibilities of doing all those things which pertain to those degrees. And so I am delighted to salute you, the graduating classes of 2024 from the Faculty of Arts and Science, Innis College, New College, St. Michael's College, Trinity College, and University College. That's it. You're done. Warmest congratulations. Graduates, today the University of Toronto is formally recognizing your hard work, your accomplishments, your perseverance, and this milestone. Each of you, as a member of the graduating class, is joining an extraordinary family of University of Toronto alumni. U of T has a global community of just about 700,000 alumni in 196 countries. They are the university's living legacy and our greatest ambassadors. U of T alumni serve in leadership roles in every corner of the globe and in every walk of life. They are prime ministers, justices, scholars, authors, community and business leaders, and professionals of every description. Their endeavors have shaped the world we live in and the way we understand that world. We have no doubt that the University of Toronto's high international standing can be attributed to generations of dedicated and very talented faculty and staff. But we also understand that this reputation has been built by our alumni, a group that now includes each and every one of you. So to the graduating class, let me say thank you. Thank you for your many contributions to the university while you were a student. And thank you for what you will do as members of Canada's largest and, I believe, most distinguished alumni community. Now, one more word of thanks is in order. I'm sure all graduates share a sense of gratitude to the friends and family members who've helped bring them to this special day. So I would ask you to join me and the Platform Party in thanking them with a vigorous round of applause. Let me continue with a request. One of the distinguishing features of our convocation is that graduates come forward to be recognized individually. You'll be coming up this red carpet, and you'll be pausing where the mark is on the carpet, where you will have your 5 seconds of fame while we all applaud enthusiastically, and you can wave to your adoring fans. At that point, we want you to follow the red carpet over to the ramp, go out that door over there, and turn left. You will quietly go along the hall and re-enter this room as your peers continue to be recognized. In that spirit, let me encourage you to think of the very last person who's going to be on this stage this morning. I believe it will be Nicholas Zakharov. Nicholas, are you here? Could you stand up, please? So everybody, remember Nicholas and return to your seat. Thanks for your understanding and assistance, and once more, my warmest congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates from Innis College who are being admitted to the degree of Honors Bachelor of Arts. Sophie Rita Marie Uboasali. Adam Avdagic. Harrison Michael Cole. Michaela Crystalline Constantino Raymond. Esther Dos Santos. Hannah Elsbeth Takuhan Durante. Becky Chian Ying Huang. Ibrahim Mohammed Kahir. Sung Kwan Lee. Michaela McMurrick. Mia Mirich. Sichun Shun. Leila Siraj. Sheldon Aaron Stern. Je Sun. Carly Springer Whetstone. Candidates from Innis College who are being admitted to the degree of Honors Bachelor of Science. Hyungjin Chun. Leah Song Glass. Tingzhou Gu. Owen Huang. Yuans Jin. Jessica Kaur Khurana. Sarah Artemia Cronenfeld. Ro Fan Liu. Nartagi Pirana Tartaitharan. Jiying Sun. Cindy Allison Yun. Candidates from Innis College who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Abdullah Khalid Abu Shakra. James David Baird. Pei-Yin Chung. Sania Fatima. Roshan Jamasi. Tse Liang. Ro Bing Yu. Candidates from New College who are being admitted to the degree of honors, Bachelor of Arts. Yasmin Ansari. Mohammed Arman. Stephanie Battaglia. Janie Chen. Xinyi Chung. Jessie Cha. Marcus G. Kostos. Asya de Gruer. Haya Alfa Ramawi. Kimberly Danielle Favron. Miller Sharon Ford Hayes. Hannah Nicole Hertel. Isra Islam. Alexander Tristan Yaskilevich. Alina Ovsana Kuzian. Madeline Bethany Kwong. Ina Lee. Jia Chi Liu. Zhe Hui Carrie Liu. Come on all the way up. Victoria del Carmen Lopez Garcia. Menuri Taranga Mahagamagi. Wyatt Chung McConnell. Jorge Luis Sanchez Lara Alonso. Yu Xuan Song. Leah and Miriam Waldo. Yu Wu. Vicky Jai Xie, Iran Shu, Yi Young Yan, Chuan Zhou, candidates from New College who are being admitted to the degree of honors, Bachelor of Science. Ahmed Abdelrazig, Leah Mohammed Abubakar, Tanya Almuran, Sinaha Antaraj, Sarah Michaela Austria, Michaela Blackut, Jennifer Sarah Khan, Aryan Sandeep Chablani, Bing Xian Chen, Yvonne Yuan Chen, Denny Chung, Aaron Chanshi Chung, Makan Dehizadeh, Mu De, Adam Ezzedine, Ya Ding Feng, Chen Xuan Gu, Yifan Hao, Bing Chen He, Callista Buchanan Herman, Inchuan Huang, Zhao Han Huang, Abhitana Janartanan, Ming Lang Jin, Mark Kartashov, Michael Kunpeng Lai, Jaewon Lee, Michelle Lee, Jiarong Liang, Kevin Esteban Lee Chun, Chang Liu, Daniela Megan Lopez Loncar, Xitian Luo, Dan Liu, Safia M. Hamim, Sheng-In Isaac Ng, Phoebe Jade Nucky, Mahek Nemish Parek, Hyung-soo Park. Aisha Latif Piracha. Sung-hong Pyun. David Benjamin Ribeiro. Ivy Nkiruka Ross. Himari Margaret Sato. Amy Shen. Jiaqi Shi. Si Chen Tong. Priyeta Tavakumaran. Jing Chao Wang. Utang Wang. Jiwan Wang. Carl Wu. Yiyun Shi. Runjia Shao. Kevin E. Luo. Fang Zhou Yu. Ibo Jai. Tengdan Zhang. Yichen Zhang. Kangbo Zhao. Wenyue Zhang. Junhong Zhou. Anastasia Zinyak. Candidates from New College who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Krish Paresh Bandiv Dekar. Theodore Samuel Burdney. Ming Ke Chong. Hyun Wook Choi. Amna Khan. Paul Bernard Alain Lacroix. Javier Severino Roman Lorenzana. Connor Michael Robertson. Sarah Thomas. Man-ting Zhou. Candidates from St. Michael's College who are being admitted to the degree of Honors Bachelor of Arts. Lian Badura. Alexandria Barbara Buno. I'm going to read it again. Oh. Anders William Breton. Pavla Bojidara Bukovshan. Emma Ingyu Chan. Kang Chen. Ziling Chen. Heidi Julia Elise de la Roca. Alprin Demirci. Han Tri Deep. Lea Di Federico. Anna May Ferrante. Wen Tao Han. Griffin Morris Hosford. Zaina Ghazi Jaber. Jungmin Kang. Ibrahim Kuram. David Edward Jordan King. Filip Kovacevic. Yali Lau. Alexandra Lee. Shijun Liu. Hargun Singh Lutra. Alyssa Ferreira Marquez. Alexia Mate. Yorkshua Moreno Rodriguez. Mohammed Isman Nana. Madhya Ing. Nicholas Nissan. Mohammed Hadi Nur Mohammed. Edmund Marcus Arcega Pacursa. Kaylee Jesse Riley. Tasneem Binte Reza. Jake Michael Ross. Sabrina May Rossi. Shannon Margaret Claire Russell. Maya Rani Sharma. Adrian Tam. Drishti Vinod Tiwari. Konstantinos Troupakis. Keshin Yang. Gabriela Zavadska. Simon Zhao. Yuhan Zheng. Zihan Zhou. Candidates from St. Michael's College who are being admitted to the degree of honors, Bachelor of Science. William Connor 80. Sitra Adil Mohammed. Emily Marie Amato. Nirmala Ariel. John I. Hannah Frances Bascom. Angelica Jane Pangan-Bolos. Faraz Akbar Chata. Meghna Chowdhury, Kai-Fu Chun, Sharon Cho, Joanne Choi, Brittany Shanta Dupan, Tanvi Dudeja, Christian Robert Hopton Edwards, Reham Hussam Fayyad, Andrew Gani, Charlotte Lavinia Godfrey, Mershad Haji Babai, Uchi Huang, Sharanya Jarantirasa, Senan Adonis Kasem, Zibu Lan, Christy Noel Lee, Chen Chi Lin, Hang Yu Lin, Annalisa Lomangino, Gabriel Eugene Magyar Santen, Moise Nabi, Hanif Rizki Nogroho, Luca Odisho, Misbah Rafiq, Subaita Rahman, Jacob Robert Rebello, Lucas Susan Saito, Antonio Sato Davoli de Raujo, Mariam Shamsi, Kiruthiga Hisani Shrithar, Surui Tang, Uqian Wang, Yanlin Wu, Ushi Wu, Xiaoshuan Xiao, Chen Qi Xie, Zheng Hao Yang, Chu Yue Zhang, Huadong Zhang, Yao Zhou, candidate from St. Michael's College who's being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Young Fan Liu, candidates from St. Michael's College who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Karim Aker, Tucker Maximus Burke, Junjie Tsai, David Ding, Yiqi Feng, Samiha Rohit Gupta, Christian Hardat, Kuli Kim, Jolene Chung Yin Leong, Nicholas Molino, Jayin Song, Arav Verma, Yeshi Wang, Chuhong Wei, Zhehong Zhang, candidates from Trinity College who are being admitted to the degree of Honors Bachelor of Arts. Jasnoor Arora, Dia Banerjee, Carolina da Silva Diogo, Giovanna Moncorvo Elwarak, Alexander Kenton Forge, Daniel Gabrich Benson, Tazrian Islam, Ariel Gabriela Kerr, Hyo-Hyun Lee, Michael Murphy, Jamie Ann Rosenfeld, Roensa Saliha, Edward Jungro Yun, candidates from Trinity College who are being admitted to the degree of Honors Bachelor of Science. Jonathan Chong, Sean Fridkin, Wei Lin, Emily Kate McCarthy, Zoe Paris Kavapoulos, Sayed Sepper Sayed Ghasemipur, Jingyu Ye, Lois Zhang, candidate from Trinity College who is being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Thailand Gurpinar, candidates from University College who are being admitted to the degree of Honors Bachelor of Arts. Mohammed Abdur Rab, Suleiman Abjed Adel Al-Qudah, Robert Michael Armstrong, Sashana Nafisa Bahadur, Anushka Bakaya, Arthur Barani, Victoria Rose Barclay, Michael Barida, Ilan Bershadsky, Tashi Yangzom Bhutia, Vasiliki Bibilis, Brian William Biboni Mama, Henry Elliott Campbell, John Henry Cleve, Melina Competiello, Owen Noel Cunningham, Jackson Ezra Davis, Owen Brian Eckelshell, Zoe Elise Faber, Carl Lancelot Fernandez, Vasilia Despina Aralabidu, Ushe Michael Joklekar Bailey, Chinyun Ju, Megan Cayley, Phoebe Yejin Kim, Jamie Jordan Curtin, Arthur Lin, Leo Hongyu Lin, Violet Christina Jane McIntosh, Fiona Isabel Mulvihill, Alessandra Vivian Marie Regalado Narvacan, Yulia Park, Bami Penelope Ponyani, Mahum Kasir, Lauren Summer Lynn Ramsey, Karen Patricia Reyes Enriquez, Aman Rahatki, Alexander Ryan Sanderson, Siddiq Ahmed Shabir, Feraz Shafiq, Sam Sharifi, Ivana Maria Stoyanovsky, Jonathan Wang, Sahar Wasim, Sana Zahra, Zihan Zhang, Xuan Zhao, candidates from University College who are being admitted to the degree of Honors Bachelor of Science. Haik Ayvazyan, Jessica Boritz, Mehek Butt, Timothy Huklam Chan, Ernest Chung, Jisup Chan, Katrina Ashley Cristino, Sheldon Sigismund Daly, Lilia Derakshani, Alexander Thomas Dobbin, Danielle Donaldson, Liu Fang, Timothy Sean Haddon, River Junior He, Cecilia Chuk Se Ho, Odell Jaji, Pershaw Adam Jalali, Sita Jamjian, Hao Zhang, Luis Felipe Jimenez Vargas, Christopher Jung, Maeve Kelly, Dahi Kim, Eric Do-hee Kim, Cayman Kostadinov, Erica Jane Lin, Chuan Liu, Maximilian Michael Lombardi, Chen Melanie Lee, Kyle Matthew Mendoza, Farhan Mia, Mahan Mohammadi, Nahi Moon, Mai Nguyen, Emily Judith Outerbridge, Tamila Pahlavani Farahani, Aikut Pakzat, Kuba Marek Pavlik, Chung Pong, Giselle Ray Ponce, Ezra Robbins Paradise, Sarah Maria Franco Sampaio, Faiza Salim Saeed, Tatyin Sen, Purumida Sharma, Manya Singh, Hao Tang, Abhishariga Thilipan, Yun Yu Sharman Soy, Cody Verhovani, Felipe Vincencio Heap, Henry Wong, Basil Weber, Alisa Wisha. Kelly Shui Li Yang. Alessia Zapasnaya. Hao Young Zhang. Mei Qin Zhou. Candidates from University College who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Prakruti Chandrasekhar. Stephanie Grace Waithira Chege. Jonathan Chen. Valerian Ha. Samuel Newman. Richie Zhu. Nicholas Zakharov.
On behalf of the University of Toronto, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I hereby admit all of those candidates not here present to their degrees in absentia.
As we conclude convocation, I wish to thank all of you for your participation and your patience. To the families and friends, and to those in the academic procession, let me say thank you. You've made this a very memorable event for each member of the graduating class. Let me offer special thanks to our newly installed Chancellor, Dr. Wesley Hall, for presiding over his maiden voyage. It's his first convocation. Congratulations, Chancellor. Let me thank as well the many other colleagues and friends of the university who participated in this convocation, whose names you'll find in the program. And I'd like to single out our spectacular reader, Professor Christina Kramer. Let me now invite Chancellor Hall to bring today's ceremony to a close.
As I bring this convocation ceremony to a close on this your special day, I hope we'll see you often in the years to come. I invite you to stay connected. We'll be very interested in your journey. And we know that you will make an impact for the better in the world in whatever path you choose. Concilium demissum est.
Yeah.